Hi beautiful people, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing good and fine. As usual, get straight to the video of the day, but don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Now let's get straight into it.
Same things my ex did and I still stayed, starting with if he was sitting, I had to be sitting. So if I had to go to the bathroom, I would have to wait for him to stand up to get a drink, whatever. And if I could not hold it, I would have to ask permission to get up and be like, I really can't hold it. So when he would stand up, he would be like, if you have to go to the bathroom, now's your time to go. Followed by, I wasn't allowed to be around people that smoked cigarettes. That was a huge thing for him for some reason, and that made it complicated because some of my family members smoked, and he's like, if they start smoking in front of you, you have to leave. He also didn't like people cussing in front of me, and I remember one time his parents had picked me up and his dad said the C word, see you next Tuesday. And I thought it was hilarious because his dad's like a super holy man. And I was telling him about it like it was funny, and he screamed at his dad so bad. And I'm like, oh my God, what have I done? And then there was another time that we went camping and he tried to do this, you need to be sitting because I'm sitting thing in front of my parents, and it caused a huge fight because my mom told me to do the dishes in the camper, but he was sitting. And so I was like, I don't know what to do. And my mom was like, Allie, get up. What are you doing? Do the dishes. So I start doing the dishes. And then he was like, you need to be sitting right now because I've not got up. And I said, yeah, but I just need to get the dishes done. And he said, well, you can get them done the next time I stand. My stepdad almost killed him. Like, they were fighting. And then I was like, to my mom and stepdad, I was like, you guys ruined everything. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing. Wearing leggings and having cleavage is cheating. Yeah, like 100% is cheating. I was not allowed to be around my male cousins. Any of my cousins that were guys, it didn't matter if it was Christmas, Thanksgiving, an event. If they're there, I was not to go. Yeah. He had to leave for work every day at 5 a.m. So I was to get up at 3:45 every morning and make him a full breakfast every single morning, even if I was sick. Oh, and here's a good one. When we would be doing it, it would never feel good. It would always be painful for him to like come in and out. And so he told me that if this continues, I'm going to have surgery to loosen it up because he's not going to keep dealing with that. Also, I was not allowed to kiss him without performing. Yeah. That was just like a rule. He pretty much was like, don't kiss me unless you're fully prepared to do that. Because giving someone blue balls is manipulative and abuse. Girls, this is not normal stuff. I was a teenager. It was my first real relationship, and I really deadass thought this was normal.
It's not normal stuff. It's very, very abnormal. Immediately I watched this video, you guys, I just knew, I guessed she was a teenager when she fell in love with this sort of guy. Let me state this clear, you have no business falling in love as a teenager because 90% of the time it never ends well and you never make the right choices. Teenage love is driven mostly by your emotions and your chemistry or whatever, chemistry in quotes, because your self-control and your clear sense of judgment is still developing. You are still learning who you are. Your clear sense of judgment, everything about you is still developing. Your personality is still developing. You don't even know who you are yet. You have not even learned healthy communication. You have not learned how to set boundaries. You have not learned a lot that has to do with relationship. And most of the time, you often attach your self-worth, I mean, to this relationship, because it's almost like I have to be in a relationship to feel good, to have that sense of self-worth, to have that self-esteem. It all happened to every one of us. Honestly happy with our family because they kind of, call that to order, sort of, and thank God that they didn't bring a child into this because that would have even been very, very brutal. It would have been an entirely different story. So thank God that they split. You know what? This actually reminds me of a Nigerian female celebrity that actually said she fell in love with an old man that was old enough to be her grandfather. And she claimed she fell in love with the man, but a lot of speculations were there saying that she loved him because of his money. It was the money that drove her to get married to the man. And even I to believe that. But right now, looking at this video, honestly, it's like it's true. It's very possible she might have fell in love with the old man, old enough to be her father, because she was a teenager. She doesn't know herself. She's still literally a child, and it's possible that the old man might have lured her to kind of like maybe groom her or whatever the case may be. Now it was now left for her family to call her to order. That's why most of my comments under that incident that happened in Nigeria, most of my comments was just blaming the mother, blaming the mom, because you need to call your children to order. I stand my ground. You're not gonna make a mistake that would mar you, that would destroy you. Because see that lady now, the woman, she's a woman right now, she's in her 20s, she's still dealing from the mistakes that she made with that man. And I wouldn't let that as a parent. I wouldn't, not while I'm still alive. And that's why I love the family of this lady. But the family at some point stepped in. Look how long she even stayed. Look how long she stayed. What if she got pregnant? What if she brought a baby into this? Like, women, sometimes we do something that I don't know. Even me, I've looked back on my past life and I'm like, what was that? What was that? We've been there. We've all done that. Now, it's one thing for you to make mistakes. It's one thing for you to, you know, have a scar or have something that reminds you of that mistake your entire life. And that's a very difficult space to put yourself in. Anyway, that aside, what is the color of this guy's problem? What is the color? Please, if you're a man watching this, tell me what the color of the man's problem, of the ex problem is. What kind of toxic person is he at such a young age? Probably maybe the guy would have been in his 20s at most, because she was a teenager. So why the toxicity? He actually needs therapy, because this is not normal. It's very abnormal, and I hope that he doesn't go into another relationship without proper healing, because this kind of person can go and chase after another woman or another teenager, and they eventually get into the relationship, have babies. It's very possible, but I hope that he heals. This behavioral pattern is quite disturbing, and I can't help but wonder what are the patterns or what are the things that led him to be like this. What incidences led him to have this set of rules in a relationship? Could it be as a result of how he was raised or what he has seen his parents do in the past? Or were his parents also in an abusive relationship? It's so many questions in my head, and I would really love to know, because he obviously has deep insecurity issues, and his own power comes from the ability to control another person, because that is what he wanted to do. He wanted to control the woman, like, don't sit, don't stand while I'm standing. What's that? Even if you are God on earth, come on. He just wanted to be in control, and that's where he gets his satisfaction or his power from. He obviously wanted to possess this poor child, this teenager, but thank God it didn't end well for him. It's very toxic actually. But let me know what you think about this whole video in the comment section. Have you ever been in a toxic situation like this? Whew. Oh my god, it's really insane. Anyways, thank you all so much for sticking with me to the end of this video. I hope you've liked this video and subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in another one. Okay, bye.